about 7 o'clock this morning, we received an officer assist call here in the 700 block of West Baker Road at the courthouse annex. Our responding officers found Assistant Chief Deputy Clint Greenwood had suffered a single gunshot wound. Our officers rendered aid to him on scene. He was subsequently life-flighted to Herman Hospital, where unfortunately he succumbed to his injuries. As far as updates in the investigative process, I really don't have a whole lot to provide for y'all right now, other than the fact that we are following up on some leads. You know, it's going to be a lengthy process for us as we go through the day. I wish I had more to give y'all as far as suspect information or things of that nature, but unfortunately at this point I just don't. Again, all I can stress to you is that we are following up on some leads, and I hope to have a little bit more information this afternoon as our investigation unfolds. But right now at this point, that is really what I have as far as an update goes. I'll answer a few questions at this time, but keep in mind I'm not going to get into a lot of the details about the investigation itself. So please bear that in mind as you ask your questions. I'll take about 5 or 6 questions.
Lieutenant Dorris, can you tell us if Chief Greenwood was arriving to work? Was he transporting someone? What exactly was he doing? And was he shot right inside or just outside?
We believe the incident happened outside the courthouse building. Obviously, being 7 o'clock this morning, most likely he was just arriving at work.
Sir, was he the only person in the parking lot at the time?
Was he the only person in the parking lot? Is the question
that piece of information I really can't divulge right now. Okay. Obviously, we're still working the investigative process of it, and there's certain things that we just really don't want to elaborate on.
Can you tell us how long?
At this point, I can't release any information about that, unfortunately. We're working on some leads, I can tell you that much, but it would be premature for me to say anything further than that.
And are the Rangers involved? Are they specifically tracking some individuals down with a specific motive, I guess is what we've been hearing?
Well, what I can tell you is that we have representatives from virtually every agency in the area assisting with our investigation. Obviously, it's a brother law enforcement officer that was shot and killed this morning. You know, any death is tragic, but it's even more tragic when somebody that's sworn to protect the public has their life tragically shortened. We have representatives from the Texas Rangers, DPS, Harris County Sheriff's Department, the Gulf Coast Violent Offenders Task Force, Baytown Police Department, obviously, Precinct 3 Constables Department as well, all doing their part to further this investigation to try to bring this person to justice.
Is there surveillance video? Do you know if you're looking for a man or a woman?
As with any investigation, we're always looking for any kind of video that there may be. My crime scene folks are working on that right now, trying to see if there's anything that we can uncover in the way of video. Right now, I don't have anything that I can provide you as far as a video goes.
Lieutenant, when it comes to safety for people who live around here and have concerns, they hear the choppers, they know that y'all are still searching, what do you have to say to them?
Well, what I can say to them is just to know that there's a lot of law enforcement in the area. We're doing everything that we can to track down this person that committed this crime and bring them to justice. We don't want anybody to feel like they're prisoners in their home or prisoners in their workplace or anything of that nature. I think in this general area, you know, there's a lot of law enforcement presence. With that said, obviously we have somebody that took the life of a law enforcement officer. So there's always, you know, caution from that aspect of it.
Can you tell us if it was a target, if he was the target, or if it was just a random incident?
No, ma'am, I can't say one way or the other at this point. Okay, one more question.
And as far as, was he shot at close range, or do you believe he was shot from further away?
Again, that's one of those details I'm not going to divulge right now, okay?
But you do have some sort of thought about motive? I mean, it sounds like you guys are developing. So you don't have to tell us what the motive is, but it sounds like you have some working theories. Would that be accurate?
Well, there's always working theories as you go through an investigation, okay? But to speak specifically about what a motive would be at this point in time would be premature on my part.